Hello, my name is Lisa Rajan and I write the Tara Binns books that are published by HarperCollins. I'm putting all my stories on YouTube so that you can read along at home while we're all locked down and have story time each day. Today I'm going to read for you Double Quick Doctor. Tara Binns was in the attic at the top of her house. She was looking for the old costume box. It was her favourite thing in the whole house. There it was. Tara pushed open the heavy lid. Her fingers tingled, as they always did when she opened the box. Something special was about to happen. Inside the box were clothes, uniforms, hats and shoes. An outfit for every job you could think of. Which one will the box choose for me today, she wondered, her eyes sparkling. The tingling spread up her arms. Tara closed her eyes. The attic was spinning away, and she found herself tumbling through space and time. She was going on another adventure. When Tara opened her eyes, she was standing in an accident and emergency department in a hospital. It was very busy. A nurse was putting a bandage around a girl's knee, and there was a boy with a bandage on his head. Tara looked down at herself. She was wearing a white coat and blue cotton scrub trousers. She had a stethoscope around her neck. There was a watch clipped to her top pocket. "Hi, Dr. Binns," said a girl dressed in exactly the same way. "I'm Aisha, the doctor in charge. It's going to be busy today. We've already got all kinds of accidents and emergencies." "I'm a doctor," said Tara, "but I don't know how to cure illnesses or save lives. I wouldn't know where to start." "Don't worry," smiled Aisha. "Watch me. Doctors have years of training," she told Tara, "but every patient is different and you have to work out what to do each time. So you stop, look, and listen. First, you stop and check a patient's vital signs. Are they breathing? Is their heart beating too fast or too slow?" She held 2 fingers inside Tara's wrist to check her pulse. Next, you look for signs. A rash, bleeding, swelling. Aisha checked Tara's arms. Then you listen to their symptoms. Are they in pain, feeling dizzy, hot or cold? She put her hand on Tara's forehead. And then you put it all together. Beep, 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 beep. Aisha's bleep was going off. "An ambulance," she said. "Come on, Dr. Binns." Aisha hurried outside. An ambulance had just arrived with lights flashing. "A boy has been hit by a car," called one of the paramedics as she swung the back doors open. Tara looked inside. A boy in a red and blue football kit was lying on a stretcher. He looked pale and very glum. He was holding his left arm. A girl was sitting beside him. She was holding a sports bag and she looked very worried. Paramedics lowered the stretcher out of the ambulance. They wheeled it through the hospital doors. Aisha jogged alongside it. "What happened?" Tara asked the girl as the 2 of them followed behind. "I'm Molly. That's my brother, Ollie. We were playing in a football tournament and Ollie scored a hat-trick in the semi-final. There was a talent scout watching and he asked Ollie to try out for the youth academy. Ollie was so excited he ran across the road to tell me. He didn't look and he got hit by a car." Aisha checked Ollie over. "You were very lucky. You've had a nasty shock, but you're okay," Aisha told Ollie. "Apart from your arm. It looks broken. Dr. Binns, could you take Ollie to Ortez for an X-ray, please? And tell his sister to wait for him in the waiting room." Beep, 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 beep. Aisha's bleep went off again. "Next emergency. A boy with a jelly bean stuck up his nose." Ortez was waiting for them inside the X-ray room. "Come and sit down," said Ortez. "Rest your left arm on the table, palm facing up. Oh, you'll need to take that medical wristband off. It will block the X-rays." Ollie slipped it off and handed it to Tara. "What's it for?" she asked. "A peanut allergy," replied Ollie. "I have to carry a special injector pen with me all the time. My mum's the same. She nearly died once. The wristband lets people know about it, in case I have an allergic reaction and can't speak." Ortez put the X-ray machine over Ollie's arm. "That's it. Now keep your arm really still." Ortez and Tara stood away from the X-ray. Click. Ortez took X-ray pictures of click, Ollie's arm, click, in 3 different positions. Ortez looked at the pictures on the screen. "Well?" asked Ollie with dread in his voice. "Is it broken?" "I'm afraid so," said Ortez gently. "We'll need to put your arm in a cast to keep it still while the bone heals." "How long for?" "The talent scout said the trials are next week. I can't miss them," wailed Ollie. 6 weeks, said Ortez. "I'm sorry. You'll have to stop playing football in case you fall over or knock your arm." "But this was my big chance." Tears filled Ollie's eyes. Tara felt very sorry for him. "Look," she said kindly, "maybe the Youth Academy can put off your trial for a couple of months." "Would they do that?" sniffed Ollie, wiping his eyes. "It's worth asking," Tara suggested. "I'll go and tell your sister what's happening." Tara headed back to the waiting room. Tara spotted Molly sitting with a girl holding a bag of pick and mix sweets. Oh no, something was wrong, very wrong. Molly was clutching her throat. She was struggling to breathe. Tara ran over to her. Too late. Molly collapsed onto the floor, knocking the bag of sweets out of the girl's hand. Tara looked around urgently for a doctor. She couldn't see anyone. "Aisha!" she shouted. Tara's heart started pounding in her chest. She dropped to her knees beside Molly's limp body. What should she do? Aisha's voice echoed in her head. "Stop, look, and listen." She grabbed Molly's wrist. Her pulse was racing. Tara checked Molly's breathing. It was raspy and shallow and getting weaker. There was something dripping down the side of Molly's mouth. Was it blood? No, it smelt like chocolate. What should she do? Where was Aisha? "What happened?" she asked the other girl. "I don't know," said the girl. "We were chatting about how we've both ended up spending the afternoon in hospital because of our brothers. Mine was doing tricks with a jelly bean. Hers ran in front of a car. So I shared my sweets to cheer us both up. Then she started coughing and wheezing. Then she passed out." Tara's brain began whirring. Stop, look and listen. Then put it all together. Ollie's medical wristband. His mum nearly died. Molly was struggling to breathe. People in the same family can have the same allergy. The chocolate by her mouth. Tara's gaze fell on the pick and mix sweets. Were some of them chocolate-covered peanuts? She took one and popped it in her mouth. Yes! Ollie was allergic to peanuts, so maybe Molly was allergic too. Perhaps she took a chocolate from the pick and mix bag without realising there was a peanut inside it. Tara pushed back Molly's sleeve. There it was, a medical wristband just like Ollie's. Molly was having a severe allergic reaction. If Tara didn't stop it and help her breathe right now, Molly was going to die. What could she do? Tara thought her own heart was going to stop. Wait a second. Hadn't Ollie said he always carried a special injector pen with him? Tara grabbed the kit bag. She ripped the zip open and started hunting for the pen. "What happened?" came a voice over Tara's shoulder. It was Aisha. Thank goodness she's here, thought Tara. "I think she's having an allergic reaction to peanuts," spluttered Tara, pointing to Molly's wristband. "I think she ate one by mistake. She was coughing and wheezing, and then she collapsed." Help me get her on this stretcher, Dr. Binns, said Aisha, looking serious. If you're right, this is an emergency. She needs an injection, urgently. Within seconds, Aisha was pushing Molly into a cubicle. Just as Aisha was about to close the curtain behind her, she heard Tara shout her name. Aisha, catch! Sailing through the air, straight into Aisha's open hand came the blue and orange injector pen. Tara had found it in the kit bag, and not a moment too soon. Aisha gave her a quick thumbs up before swishing the curtain closed. Tara sat back on her heels and took a deep breath. A nurse rushed in and out of Molly's cubicle. She could hear machines beeping and Aisha's voice firmly giving instructions. Then it all went quiet. Tara tiptoed over to the cubicle and peeked around the curtain. Aisha was holding a stethoscope to Molly's chest. Tara watched as, slowly but surely, each rise and fall of Molly's chest was stronger than the last. The colour was returning to her cheeks. Her eyelids fluttered open. Aisha looked up and smiled at Tara. Well done, Dr. Binns. You were right. Your quick thinking saved Molly's life. Sometime later, Molly was sitting up in a hospital bed. Thank you so much, Dr. Binns, she said, grinning broadly at Tara. I would have died if it wasn't for you. You're amazing. Thank you, smiled Tara, but I just used my training. Stop, look and listen. Ollie sat beside her, his arm in a blue and red sling that matched his football kit. He looked very upset. Is your arm still hurting? Asked Tara. It's not that, he sniffed. The football trials, Tara suggested gently. No, well, yes, Ollie explained, but I feel bad that Molly nearly died and it's all my fault. If I had looked before crossing that road, we wouldn't have ended up in hospital, and Molly wouldn't have eaten that chocolate peanut, he trailed off. Thank goodness you worked out what was wrong, Dr. Binns. Well, you helped me, smiled Tara. You told me about your wristband, the peanut allergy, and your mum. Molly gave Ollie a hug. Don't worry, she said. I'm fine. But next time you cross a road, think of Dr. Binns and stop, look and listen. Tara was very pleased that Ollie and Molly were going to be okay. Ortez popped his head around the door. Good news, Ollie. The Football Academy just rang up to find out how you are. They'll postpone your trial for 2 months. Oh, and Molly, they want you to come at the same time. The talent scout was about to tell you, but you jumped into the ambulance with Ortez. With Ollie. He turned to Tara. Could you come with me? Aisha and I need your help. We're taking out a jelly bean. Does it need 3 of us? Tara laughed. Teamwork, Dr. Binns, said Aisha. She held up her hand for a high five and the 2 of them clapped palms together. At once, Tara's hand started tingling. The tingling spread up her arm. The hospital room started spinning. Or was it her? Everything was whirling and swirling. The next moment, she was back home in her attic. She took off the doctor's coat and put the stethoscope back in the costume box. What an adventure! She felt proud of herself. She liked working out what was wrong. She liked having to think quickly. And she loved helping to save lives. What an amazing feeling! Tara closed the lid of the costume box. Maybe I'll be a doctor when I grow up, she thought. I'll find new ways to help my patients get better. I'll heal every patient I can. Heart-stopping decisions, breathtaking moments. She grinned as she remembered the boy with the jelly bean. Who knows what accidents and emergencies will come my way? That was Tara Binns' Double Quick Doctor. For more Tara Binns titles, you can go to tarabinns.com or look out for the other YouTubes where I'll be reading some of these other stories. Bye.